I'm sorry.
So long as we're not going to spend another 2 hours, I'd
Oh,
say
no,
yes,
no, no,
I'll
no,
do a
no, no,
do.
no. It's more like 20 minutes or less. Okay.
Okay.
So what's your takeaway? Yeah, from the today's with I guess with
Uh,
Christian.
yeah, I mean, he's clearly a very credible person.
Mm,
Um, so there's a lot of experience there, and there's a lot of there's a lot of. I think it was interesting his response as well to that whole UBI thing because he
mm-hmm,
said his mentors were at the World Bank, and
mm,
it's almost like I sensed that that basic income idea is a non-starter for him.
mm. Okay,
That was
okay.
my sense,
Mm.
right?
You could be right. You
Um,
could be right. Yeah.
which is interesting because if he's got an angle at it from the point of view of the World Bank perspective, then
Hmm.
maybe that is something that's maybe it's an unachievable goal, or maybe it's just not. It's not anyway. There's
Okay,
an
okay.
interesting argument, I think, not
Yes.
argument, an interesting observation there to be had.
Hmm.
Okay, so as far as the what I got is that this, I think he's got a controlling aspect of Goro,
Hmm.
right?
What do you mean by a controlling aspect?
Why am I muted? Okay, fine. I keep muting myself somehow.
Uh-huh.
I think somehow he's got some sway in Goro.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how, but I think
Oh,
he has some. I think he has some ability because his suggestion
uh-huh.
was, well, we can incorporate it.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Now
I see.
that's not. I'll make a phone call, see if my friend who runs a business will be interested in incorporating it.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
It was
I see.
more like we can incorporate it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So the language suggests an assumption that he can make that decision, or he's so far up the food chain that he knows it will be an easy win.
I see. I see. Okay. I see.
Now,
Well. Hmm.
regardless of what the outcome is, it's an
Hmm.
interesting idea. I
Okay.
at first, I mean, I probably should have paid a bit more attention and done a bit more research, but um, I think broadly speaking, I think yeah, it could be done.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
also think it was interesting what his point about the code and the
Hmm.
tech, where the tech stack comes from,
Okay. Okay.
um, because that seems to be a bitter experience.
Hmm. Okay.
He doesn't. He's very cynical about the ability of US companies to
Hmm. Right.
take on
Right.
much responsibility. I suppose that's the thing.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, and I think it'd be good to understand both the level at which he wants to be involved,
Hmm.
because ultimately that's his expectation about what he wants to what his engagement in terms of a partnership concept.
Hmm.
When he
Hmm.
originally said the things that he's really made money with is been in partnership. So
Hmm. Right. 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 Right.
in terms of his expectation about what his deliverables are going to be.
Hmm.
Because obviously, if he's doing other stuff, he's doing other stuff, right? And
Hmm.
if he gets involved, how much involvement is he going to commit to? Right?
Right.
And
Right.
on the
Right.
flip side of that,
Hmm.
what's he going to be remunerated for?
Hmm. Okay. Hmm.
What are you going to give him? What are
Hmm.
what are we going to give him
Right.
for
Right.
that?
Right. Okay. Okay.
What's the
Right.
entity going to give
Right. Sure.
him? And if he just becomes an Indonesian advisor for
Hmm.
that market,
Hmm.
an influencer within getting the portfolio. I'm beginning to think now that it's like Tap's going to be the global platform, and then it will be Tap India, Tap China,
Hmm.
Tap
Right. Right.
um,
Right.
Taiwan, Tap
Hmm.
wherever,
Right.
right?
Right.
UK, and then it becomes its own kind of entity, and then it will have to be run
Hmm.
in each country.
Hmm.
Now, if that's a viable idea,
Hmm.
what that then means is that you can have each national team
Hmm.
running in its own independent context.
Right. Like a franchise, right?
Almost, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but you see, the thing is, you then mean that the team actually becomes quite, it's culturally, it's more manageable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And that maybe the head of each regional tap entity
Mm-hmm.
then has some more kind of more some influential element of
Mm.
tap international or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or tap
Okay.
global.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
See.
this is just, I don't know, I've just had this idea.
That's a fantastic idea, actually. That's a fantastic idea, by the way.
I don't, whether or not it'll work or not, I don't know, but that's an idea.
Mm.
But again, maybe that's a, how we structure it. That's going to be a hurdle that we overcome later.
Yes.
But
Right. Yeah.
for now, so I actually think as a contingency,
Mm-hmm.
although looking at home bases, I get the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
I think the contingency should be that we have a milestone of having our own tech stack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Even if we use home base just to prove the model, right? So let's say we want to prove the model with getting it to work. There is a liability if we're going to be subservient to their requirements.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whilst they want to prove that they work, it's if they've only got 3 items out there,
Right.
then they are unstable.
Mm-hmm.
In that they've only been going 18 months and they've got 3 projects.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
Potentially, if we wander in there and go, well, we've got half a dozen,
right,
straight away we're in a very strong bargaining position.
Yes, true, yeah.
But that's because we're putting all of our eggs in their basket, and we don't know how strong their basket is.
Okay.
So there's a balance there, and I still think there's that kind of getting it back so that we hold control in our own basket, I think is better.
Okay.
But it might be that we only we maybe if we work that into the program that TAP will achieve certain objectives by a certain time frame, and the only way we can do that is by incorporating home base into the structure. But then by the time we get to waypoint number 7, part of that is that we've already built our own, we've modeled and improved the tech so that we can do it ourselves.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, so that's that. Okay, so that's my kind of overall thing.
Okay. One question, quick question. How do you see inviting Christian maybe to participate in the ICO effort?
In what respect?
In what respect? I guess tuning. I guess putting up the materials, the plans. Feeding back. I guess contributing. Business model wise, things like that, or advisory.
Well, I think look, he's asked. You asked him, are you interested in participating? He said, I don't want to give an answer until I've thought about it.
He wants to think about that. Yeah.
So what is he thinking about? He's thinking about, is it of interest to him? What would he be willing to commit to?
Exactly. Right.
And then
what he's going to get back.
What he's going to get back, and then and what setting expectations that he can actually achieve.
Right.
And you're saying you're coming at it from the other point of view as well. Can we do it? Well, we kind of asked that question already. That we're interested, but who knows? I think it's a difficult one to assess.
answer, right? Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Because I mean, like, what I guess what you'd need to do. Hold on a second. Yes.
You're muted.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. So maybe an idea will be that if you think that sorry.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, go ahead.
We've got quite a lot going on at the moment, Shunyun. We're
Oh.
actually in the process of refinancing part of our portfolio as well. So, and that's what that call was about.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I think, you know, for you to ask that question, I mean, broadly speaking, the answer is, yeah, I guess. I don't have a problem with the concept.
Okay.
Ultimately, all of this boils down to, what do we actually want him to do, though? If we bring him on, do we want him to? So if we want him to participate in the actual ICO raise and get him to help with that, well, I think. Okay, so right now you wrote the narrative.
Right.
I'm rewriting the narrative.
Right. Sure. And also
I'm writing the narrative in the context that I think will work better.
Right. Sure.
Because I think I'm thinking at it from the way which it will make it the most attractive to the people that I believe will be reading it. Right. So you know, then once I've done that, you and I are going to either, you know, mold it into something which is between the two,
right,
or make up something. You know, there's going to be a dialogue there, right?
Right.
Every time we bring on another party at this
another
stage,
dialogue. Yeah,
you're gonna lengthen your process. So I'm actually getting. I know at some point very soon, I will rocket through what we're doing, and there'll be an awful lot more productivity from me on this.
Okay.
So, and so the next thing is you've done likewise with the deck.
Right. I've crafted an initial version. Yes.
I've seen it. I've looked at it. I've kind of, yes. So again, so actually, did you see what I've done with the shared space?
The shared space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the share screen?
You can share. Yeah. It's
where is it? Invite, copy link, show screen, share screen. Oh, blimey! Too many. I've got too many things open.
Okay.
Let me just identify the exact
sure.
file, and then we'll be much better. Okay, look, fine. Let me just go back now and open up share screen. I think it's this one. I really hope it's the right one. Okay. You can see this four different things, right?
Right.
Income sex sales marketing talks, and an advanced property program, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can see that? Yeah.
Yes.
So I've shared that with 4 people, of which you're one of them.
I see. Okay.
Aaron and
right.
What's her name? Sarah.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
So if we go in here, I've taken, we're on the same, if we go in here, we've got all of Ian's elements in his README list.
Okay.
Right. And I've made them their own folders. So if we go into narrative, we've got, this is the one that you shared with me, so I copied it in here.
Okay.
And then I've started I've taken out, because this edit, it was just everything in there, and there was a lot of detail, and I just scrubbed it out. So I've just taken your version in here. I just open this now. So this is the bit that you wrote.
Okay.
And this is how I'm doing it.
Okay.
Eventually, once I've completed this to my satisfaction, I'll delete this. This bit here I will remove.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And then I'll say that this is the version that you can read. Oh, there's a bit more than that. You can read or not, right?
Okay, right.
So I go back here. I come back to here. Then investor deck. So this is the ideal place to put the investor deck.
Okay.
And this is the thing about Pumble, right? We only put on Pumble finished items.
Right. Okay.
Because he doesn't want that as to being a shared working space, right? He wants that to be
communication, right?
Yeah. So once we've finished all of the elements, we can do all the drafts in what my idea was that we do all the drafts in here, iteration after iteration, and we just tick it all off and go, yeah, it's finished. Once we've finished it, then okay, and in here I've done a bio. So there's the bio template.
Right.
And I've done my own.
Okay. Right. Okay.
You should read my bio, shouldn't you? And it's I'm awesome.
Okay, great. I know. I always know that.
Yeah, I'm also arrogantly facetious. So there you go. So this structure here, then we can throw all of that. We just have to throw it once it's done into Pumble, and then we say to Ian, done.
Okay, right.
Now some of this is Aaron's kind of stuff, and some of it is not.
Okay.
I've already done it.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry. So, if you're able, please, to put the investor deck into this folder,
right,
that would be really helpful.
Okay.
And I will iterate that as well.
Okay. All right.
Does that all make sense, Shinyan?
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. All right. So basically use this as the share space. Okay. So, all right.
The thing about Dropbox I find really irritating is that Dropbox is constantly sending me messages about how much space I've got and whether or not and it's just like, with Workspace, it's there. I've got it. I don't have to argue about it. Hold on a second, Shinyan.
Okay. I see. Basically, yeah. I see. Okay. So I just moved the deck into the investor deck. Okay. You can check if that's works.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay,
Right.
cool.
All right. So,
yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So hope that works. And all right. So yeah, I think we can start working this way. All right. So my goal actually for this week is to get the first version of the narrative and deck down and send to Ian for his feedback.
Don't piss him off by sending him bits and pieces, right? It's not what he said in the README disk, is it?
Okay.
I don't believe that's our instructions.
Okay.
I don't think that's us operating towards his
80% done and then get
No, I don't think that's what he's asked for. I'm trying to find the actual document.
Okay. It's the README document. All right.
Yeah, I want to find it. Where is it?
Okay.
Where have I
All
put
right.
it? Where is it? Is it in general?
Hmm.
Onboarding process. Read this first.
Right. Okay.
When you have fully onboarded and
Mhm.
completed every step in this process,
Mhm.
please double check and write a private message to Ian on Pumble with the following text. We have completed all of the onboarding steps. Not we've just done the first two bits. Can you have a look at them and tell us what you think?
Okay.
That's not what he's asking for. And I think he got pissed off last time. So he's made it. I mean, he's put it in bloody big letters. It's like he's shouting at it.
Okay. All right.
So there's no point in kind of, you know, jumping. Let's go on to the next bit. Okay. I can't stop you from doing it, but I don't think I think it would be unwise to do it that way.
Okay. All right. So then focus should be on how we can accelerate the whole process then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Look, you've done your 80% on both the narrative, and you've done your 80% on the slide deck, right? Go to the next part of the project and do your 80%.
Okay, good.
Rattle through that.
Thanks.
I
That's
will
a great
be chasing
feedback.
along behind you.
That's a great feedback.
Doing my 80%.
Okay.
And if we really think we need to do, once you've done yours and I've done mine, I don't think we need to go any further.
Okay.
To get it right for Ian, I think we'll be good enough for Ian.
All right.
I don't think we need to get anybody else involved.
Oh, okay. All right.
Personally, right?
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. That's good.
I think that will be good enough.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So, look forward to this. By the way, are you thinking about another sync on Thursday, or you think we're good till next Monday?
Well, I mean, I just thought we were doing it because we wanted to get things moving along. But
right.
I mean,
we do want to move things fast. But on Thursday, the time will have to be an hour. So that will be right now. It's 1 p.m. for you, right? I think it's 1 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah. So that will be 12 for you at noon. Yeah. For it to be on Thursday. Will that work though?
What, 12 o'clock on Thursday?
Yeah. Right. And
I think, okay, what do we want? Okay, if we're going to meet on Thursday, what do we want to achieve?
Well, we want to sync up progress and I guess to check on anything just to, I guess, get feedback on each other. For example, I might do a couple more documents, right? And maybe, yeah.
Okay, I promise that if we're going to meet at 12 o'clock on Thursday, I will have finished the narrative and I will have gone through the investor deck and done a version of it.
Okay. All right, sure.
I will get that done for then.
Okay. All right.
And then you go off and do however many other bits and pieces that you
I will identify what's the next 20% of things that should get done. Yeah, in terms of the and have a first version for that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
okay. Fine. Cool. And then we'll keep chasing each other in that respect.
Right.
Because you're right. I get you want to get this done as quickly as possible for obvious reasons.
Right.
And I'm
it's in our interests. I think it's the same for you as well, right?
Yeah, bloody right. I want to get it done so I can get some money out of this.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, mate.
And ICO is a quick and short path, right? I mean,
exactly.
It's a visible path towards that. Yeah, it's a very visible path.
I think the other thing that's really exciting about this, Shunyun, is this just has such a global concept.
Yes, it is. And Mike, I do want to share with you, after talking with Christian, I just realized, I mean, we are in a very unique position, okay, because we can actually tap into some really great networkers for this project, which other people would not have been able to touch upon, right? You see, like this guy has a mentor from World Bank, right? He didn't mention, but Christian actually has another mentor who's a billionaire. Okay, like mentors him directly. He has a billionaire mentor. So Christian actually has a lot of, I think, personal networks, but it's a matter of how he can actually utilize that. So I think Tab could be a platform for exactly that purpose, because it sits in the crossroad between the traditional and the, and the new world, the Web3 new world. So all right. So
no, for sure.
It's a pep talk, but I just want you to realize that we are into something
I do.
Really huge.
Yeah.
I
agree. I wouldn't be spending time if I didn't believe it.
All right. So take care. Have your lunch, and hope renovation smoothly done. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Take care. Summer regards to all.
Later, mate.
All right. Yeah. Take care.
Thank you very much, my friend. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.